I've already.
Oh, you're at Pagoda? Alright, we'll do Gassy after Pagoda, because I don't think we've seen Gassy today, and I know Gassy is super active. So let's go to Pagoda now.
So let's see what he picks. Personally, I'll pick Lord Bora, but a lot of people have been playing.
Oh, I hope he picks Barov. I want to spectate a Barov game.
Tests now that Quillbars are been nerfed. Test hasn't been as strong because before with all everyone playing Quillbars, you can usually get at least a few Quillbars, if not like a full Quillbar comp in like by probably even turn 8. So we start with a micro mummy. Seems like an
So gets to the mummy. We're definitely staying on 2 to gamble. Now this is, let's see. So we've got actually a pretty strong lobby. We've got the George, we've got the Barov, we have Finley on Rafam, we have Rafam on Rafam, we have Ticketus on Ticketus, and then Hook Tusk in a. Oh, but Hook Tusk, there's only one economy one drop, and that is the Dex Swabby. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what other were in there for the pool for J Carrick to pick Hook Tusk, but I don't know if I would have picked Hook Tusk in this lobby.
Yeah, Huktas doesn't feel as good about the ways of getting economy. Like the Rock Hunter and Alley Cat are the prime targets that you want to get because you can
Yeah,
constantly hero power what spawns out of it.
right.
But Huktas still can do Huktas things. Try to get like
Tusk
mm,
things. Yeah.
get triples. Maybe he can even force demons. Possibly just hero power tier 1. Try to get Wrath Reaper. Try to get demons. And stay tier
Who do
1
we
until
gamble
we
on?
find a golden Wrath Reaper.
Right. And yeah, and just kind of abusing that. So who do you think he picked here? Hooktusk and Rafam both state. Rafam is looking to hero power. Hooktusk is also looking to hero power. I imagine Rafam might be playing for more strength, but
No,
who
no,
did you
no.
pick?
We saw that Huktas took one down or so. He played a Wrath Reaper and a Fiendish Servant, so it's likely that Fam doesn't beat that. I don't think he is also playing demons.
Yeah, you're right. Cause yep, you were right. I didn't even think about. That's something I always forget to look at whenever I play Belrov. Is it when demons are in? But it looks like he lost the bet.
So he didn't. I guess he didn't check that Huktas stayed that turn. So if he was diligent, he could have saw that Huktas took
Rafam
one.
took the 1 health.
No. Huktas took 1 damage that turn, so he should have known that
Oh yeah.
he bought a Wrath Reaver and Fiendish.
It looks like we aren't able to take off any damage. I mean, any damage off these Wrath Weavers, but they are only 1 drops. So we're taking 3, going to 35. Let's see what we get from here. So we're on Barov, we're on 6 gold. We've lost 2 bets. We're very sad. We do see the triple and chop. We could take the 3 by hero power. But the fact that we've now lost 2 bets means we're definitely not in a happy spot.
Don't you want to hear power last, then you give you the most time, because you should
Yeah.
check whether or not they tear up and stuff like that. But they decide to hear power first before choosing to buy.
I think this is something that I think a lot of people do, and even I do, is I make the mistake of hero powering first just to get it out of the way without thinking that like I actually need as much information as possible. If someone's gonna like level last second, or if someone finds a triple on their last roll, all of a sudden that could change the outcome of how you're gonna bet. So it looks like George did get the early Divine Shield on the Ritualist, and I actually like this play a lot because Ritualist is just such a strong card to get Divine Shield on, being able to maximize +1/+1 buffs, and we see that really coming into play here with just being able to really clean up Barov's board. So what do you do here?
Um, Probably he's gonna just take it. Oh, he's taking the Fiendish. Makes sense. Yeah, I think I like this play. I would just play for Temple.
So I think we're gambling on
Let's
I don't know.
see.
Finley is on Reform. Just still 3 to Hook Tusk. Is on 3.
He
Nozdormu is also.
tripled, so he's likely, assuming that he played it, gonna be probably stronger than Norstone.
I think you hold it though. I think I would bet on the Nozdormu because I think you hold the triple to go for a 5.
Maybe they hold. I don't know. Often I hold, but we'll see when how
You could see
greedy
it
he
going
is.
both ways.
I can see it both ways. It's gonna be a tough bet.
Looks like we've got a pretty strong board from the Ticketus. Let's see what hero power. I don't actually. He actually did pick up Might of Stormwind, so he's definitely got some pretty strong tempo considering last turn he gets it. If we hit left, we save 2. We don't hit left, we lose the 50-50, and we do take 7 damage, going down to 24. We see Bristleback Brute in shop, no generators though, probably looking to buy and take a 5-drop here using our coins from our hero power. I think we're pretty weak for turn 6, whether this triple could really save us, assuming we can find something high tempo, something like a Mithrax I think would be really good for us. Let's see.
Possibly.
I think we just snap the Mithrax, yep. Snap the Mithrax, coin, hero power, pray that we get an easy bet. Potentially. So it looks like George is on 40. Gassy on the Rafam Finley, 33. It looks like got dealt 5 by Naz. We just saw his board a little bit ago, but we do see, and I don't think we saw the triple from Gassy, so I think Gassy always wins this, right? Because he gets the 5 drop, and it looks like George is still on 3.
No,
So unless
let's see.
hyper tempo,
He did
I guess it
lose.
depends on the 5 drop, right?
Yeah,
He
you
gets like
went
a
for a
brand or
5-drop, but I don't know. George staying, they can buy 2 hero power. It could be really strong.
So our Mithrax is definitely helping us save a bunch of health. We unfortunately do take quite a bit of damage this turn. 3 from the 1-drops, 2 from the Prophet of the Pig, and so we're looking at 7 damage, 8 damage, going down to 16. So we have potentially one more loss in us before things start looking grim. We do see the Deflecto in the shop with the Micro Mummy on the board. Definitely looks like a snap buy from me, but I don't know. Would you take this Deflecto here?
Seems alright. You can also even buy arm, but we'll see what he thinks.
See, I like the arm because it scales, I guess, a little bit. It's a 4/5, and we already have a mech for our Mithrax. But I think if we're not buying the Deflecto, I think we would. He buys both. We see the Harbinger. I like the Harbinger a lot,
Yeah,
and I
because
think we might even be out of the
I
Pathweaver
think he can even buy the egg too. He has enough gold to buy both.
and sell off the Mummy.
Oh no, he's not gonna sell it to Mummy. I say sell it to Rap River. The most sense.
We only have one tribe now,
Yeah,
so
the Mithrax is not that great now. Oh, so he decides to sell off the Mummy instead. I personally like the Mummy because it's guaranteed refresh unless we put the taunt next to our egg. Because right now egg might not die before our defecto.
you know how I think I would have positioned with Mithrax first, and then Deflecto, and then Shield, and then Taunt, and then Egg. I don't like this. I think he should have done. I think he should have done Mithrax first, personally. But maybe he's correct. He did actually get lucky in that he would have his Mithrax would have suicided with that same hit because he had 12 attacks. So maybe Pagoda is just on another level.
Yeah, it seems alright. Because the thing is, it's safer to put deflecto first because then we always have a divine shot at the far left. It's guaranteed to get value. Looks like
So we do quite a bit of damage to Mullet Man on this Rafam. The Mithrax really putting in work. The egg being a 4-drop, even though it's a 0/5, is still pretty deadly. We see the egg pair in the shop. Bonker there. Bonker probably too late. Could be used as a try, but definitely skipping over it. Sees a cup, probably not good enough considering we can get jugs since we're on Tavern Tier 4. I don't really think
I
there's
mean,
anything else.
jugs aren't even that good because
Yep.
we only have one
Ooh.
tribe. So, would he
We do
consider
see the
buying Bronze Warden? It's
He
not
does
like
not.
amazing. It's fair to pass it up, but he's rolling
I
pretty hard right now.
think we could get this emissary. I actually like it. He goes for the champion.
Wait, what? And is there just for a taunt?
Yeah, taunt for the tribe and for the harbinger and for the arm.
Maybe, but I don't know. It's kind of tough.
I would have taken it. It's just so many stats, like right, like it's at least a 6 attack. It buffs everything +4. It buffs the two next to it +2/+2, and it's another +1/+2 on the Mithrak. So it's essentially it gets it's synergy with 3 cards on our board.
The problem with that play is that it's only a temporary min where champion I think makes a lot of sense since you can keep it for long term. But having so many mins that rely on taunts with only one taunt, it's not that good. You need to find more
Yeah.
taunts here, and you need to find an Argus so I can taunt that egg too. Because egg is unreliable right now.
Yeah. I don't know. If we get the reset, that's definitely we get probably the best hit. Nah, I mean not. Yeah, no, that was actually the worst hit I led. We wanted to hit the acolyte so that our divine shield traded into that. But it looks like we do hopefully clear this micro mummy. We don't have enough attack to get through the harbinger. We do take 9. We are down to 7 health, which means more than likely our next loss means we are bottom 7. We might get the ghost here against the Rafam. We don't. We get the Vol'jin. We lose the bet again. Pretty sad to see that. We do see the arm pair in shop. We skip over it. Looks like there's nothing much here. Potentially buying the gambler just because there isn't a very clear direction in what we're trying to buy. He skips over it as well, sees the replicating menace, and that is absolutely fantastic on the deflecto. But the problem with this comp is how do we make the space for it? I don't know. What are we looking for? I don't
She's
know what
looking
we're
for an
looking for.
Argus, not no module. And an egg, of course. And
That's
just
another
gonna
one.
definitely taking that and see what we can get. Hopefully, it's a really good tier 5. Ooh.
That
I mean, it's probably
it's a 16, 16.
Baron.
That is a 16/16, good sir.
The problem is with Baron is that egg has 0 attack, so it will not attack. So it looks like he's gonna sell arm to put out another harbinger, which makes sense. Makes sense.
Gotta put one of the yeah. I think this is fine. Unfortunately, we can't slam the Baron down, but I don't know. I think the Baron might even be better than the champion. Like for at least for this turn, like I don't really know. Like it's probably a bad play to replace it because the champion will grow. Hopefully, I assume it'll grow at least 2/2, ideally 4/4, but most likely 2/2. Let's see. Oh, actually, this Bonker really does help, but unfortunately, we are going to be missing at least one buff on the champion because our Acolyte is attacking in. But we do kill one of the dynamic duos, which I think is definitely good for us. Those are pretty big. We do get the trade here. Buffs are Mithrax. Let's just take a clean value trade on the dynamic duo. Our egg does not get popped. We do lose the Deflecto. Pretty sad. We cannot take the value trade. The ground has been shaken too much. We do end up tying, though. I believe we were pretty happy with that tie. We were only 26% to tie, so definitely happy about that. We see the Siegebreaker in shop. Could potentially be better than the Acolyte due to the tribe. Skips over it. Let's see. So we do see the Menace, not the Menace, the Anoia module, which is pretty solid. We see the Jug, we see the Gambler. We do have only one tribe, so I don't imagine we'll take the Jug, but the Gambler is probably not terrible. We do see the Argus. There it is. Finally.
Argus was very necessary for a while. Might still, yeah, he probably will take it. I don't think he will. I think buffing, making Mithrax a taunt will help us a lot because we need more scaling. I don't think it will. Would he taunt his champions as well? It is low, very low health. It could get could just die, but he chooses to hear part. I mean taunt it still.
It looks like we're gambling between Gassy and Alucard. We just saw Alucard's board. He was pretty strong, but Gassy, let's see what Gassy's on. Gassy was on the Charlie Max Reno, not Reno, Rafam. Let's see what happens here. So
Tough.
Selfless does come down. It does give us probably the best target for the Divine Shield, honestly, because we definitely didn't want that on the Mithrax or the 1616, so we're definitely happy about that. Hopefully we trade. Okay, perfect. We do take the... We don't die here. We do get the reset, and 21616. This Baron Rivendare really putting in work. You know, I played WoW for so long, and Baron Rivendare never gave me his damn horse, so I'm upset with this card.
Looks
So
like
he
we are
comes...
strong enough, but we do not kill the toughest. We deal 7
Yeah.
damage.
Also, for those of you that don't know, in World of Warcraft, Baron Rivendare drops a mount when you play it. It's like a little skeleton horse. It was one of the few skeleton horses in the game for Alliance players in the original expansion, so that's where that reference comes from. But anyway, we are back into the game. We do still... So we see another module. How would you feel about modulating our Deflecto at this point? And trying to
It's not
fit it in
that
some...
useful. We're probably gonna sell out the Deflector later on. Really no point, because we also have to fill up, make another sports base to be able to module it. I mean, you might be able, might pick up the module and maybe even tier up possibly. Nope. Just stay tier 4. Like, I could see tearing up just so you can start looking for sneeze that could potentially give us more strength here.
So are we in a Kangor's out now? Is that what our game plan is?
Yeah, I think the game plan. Oh, he chooses to sell Baron.
I think we're definitely not doing Kangors if this is the play. I would imagine that we're trying to donkey into a Kangors and hopefully get a... what's it called? A Golden Sneeds. We are against the Ghost. The Ghost has been dead for a little while, so I definitely don't think we're scared here by any means.
Yeah, the ghost's been, I don't know, probably like 3 turns now.
Yeah.
2 or 3 turns. So it'll be very strange that we die here. Nice that his opponent has a lot of sticky mins, so he can get a lot of champion buffs here.
Yeah, exactly. With all the reborns and such and the death rattles, so it looks like hopefully their tick we do get it and we do come crashing it down. Good news is 4 plus however much damage we're doing is definitely enough to kill someone at 0 health. So definitely not too surprised about that. We do play against the George. George is on mechs, which is an interesting comp for George. We see the Harbinger pair. We see another Argus. I don't know. I think we see the triple. That is pretty much the only thing I could have imagined that we'd be looking for on Forcel, and we do get it. Probably gonna look to go for a... It goes for the 5. Interesting. Picks up a Faceless. I think you got to pick up the Faceless. Like, yeah, you got to go for the Faceless. We sell
Yeah.
off Gamble.
He's gonna look for something to base this here. George is gonna be too strong right now. I don't think he can win with what he
I
currently
think we
has.
roll. I think we have to roll. We have one more roll that we can roll to try to get a Ghoul.
He's gonna have like a full comp of divine shields. Pretty much every minute is gonna have divine shield, if not all. So he got another acolyte here, and hopefully there's enough stats. It's gonna be tough here.
You know, for someone that's lost so many bets, I think Pakoda's done a great job piloting this all the way this far. If this were me and I lost all those bets early as barrel up, I would have bought him right like 10 turns ago.
Yeah, sometimes you're unlucky. You don't get what you want, or you lose those bets.
Yeah. We actually get a pretty good hit here, I think. So this 39-43 hopefully hits the 2-1. What is it hitting? It hits the 2-1. Pretty much the best outcome we could have asked for. Alright, so we are heading into the Mithrax. We definitely want the Mithrax to go right. We do go right. Our hits are pretty insane right now. Let's see where this guy goes. Okay, again, these hits are so good. We head into the huge Iron Sensei. We do get our 16-16, thus triggering our Deflecto bot. Mama comes hitting down, hits the Void Lord, pretty much the worst option for us, but thankfully there is nothing on the board to really abuse that. We do see the Deflecto comes hitting down again. This Mithrax is getting so much value. Are we dead? Yes, we are.
Oh
Just
man.
barely. 2
2
health
health.
on the Barrow, on the Bolvar Forge
I
Dragon.
think we were just unfavored there. It's just unlucky. And oh wow, 3 died that turn. So one
So it
person
looks
died
like
to
we're
ghosts.
it's UMR on the Ticketus. Interesting. Ticketus just had their 12 gold turn, so I imagine he's pretty strong right now. Let's see what UMR is on.
Sure, let's see. Take this. So he's probably gonna buy that second Southwest. I imagine he gets off something, Lighting maybe? No, I guess that makes sense. The bus more.
Still loading in. It's being a little slow, but we should be in momentarily.
And generally choose to run unstable. Well, I mean, some makes sense, but it does pop 3 shields, so personally I would rather play the Southwest to use that to pop shields instead.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the only really high value shield target we have is probably the Bristleback Knight, which probably has a high chance of getting its Divine Shield back on the first hit. Unfortunately, I do remember now that he did have a 41 attack Deflectobot. I mean, Iron Sensei, which will make it difficult. So we have a 50-50 to get our Divine Shield. We did not get it. We do hit into the Amalgadon. We do take the value trade on the Ritualist, but this Bolvar is so big, definitely not the hit we're looking for. It looks like we're probably not in a great spot here. But, oh, that's right, never mind. I didn't realize how much damage the Saltler did. I imagined that the plants were going to be slamming into the Imp Mama, being really bad for us, but that was very good for us. So we're definitely looking to triple Selfless, probably get out of the Light Fang here in a second. You can see very quickly UMR positioning his Bristleback Knight to the back after seeing the size of that Iron Sensei. So I definitely think this is correct.
Just think about Flat Tusk? Is that on this play? No. Just gonna buy Soul Devourer, which makes sense. It's free. Just get free through 3 stats. You might consider buying no, probably not.
There's only one dragon.
Yeah, he has Selfless, it does the same thing. And Selfless has more potential.
Fights the Murazon. I wonder if there was any cheeky thing we could have done with the Murazon, but there really didn't look like there was anything on his board. We see the Gambler. I think we just take the Gambler.
Just took it for +1/+1 and still gonna roll. Which makes sense, because you don't want to board lock yourself.
Yeah. I like this positioning a lot. I would even consider, yeah, actually this positioning is very good. The Bristleback Knight being in the back basically means there's a really low chance of it suiciding into the Iron Sensei. So he opens with the Sensei, hoping to get value from it just because of the size of it, but everything is Divine Shielded at this point, so it's not super relevant. But it does look like we are actually not in the greatest of spots, it seems. So our Devour takes the value trade. That was pretty much the best hit for the Foe Reaper. Although we do get our Divine Shield back on the Bristleback Knight. Imp Mama goes down. Mal'Ganis, oh, Siegebreaker comes out. Definitely taking another value trade. Pretty good hits there, but it does look like we do lose. Taking 10 going to 18.
Unfortunately, it's not enough. So he's probably gonna start looking hard, search for this second stop or third Selfless. He definitely wants to triple this. Starting to get outstatted, so he may.
Yeah, he went from 70 to 40% there. If he can live for one more turn, he'll get his turn 16, which is huge. So I think he's in this game plan of just live. Like, he doesn't even need to go for the win here necessarily, because next turn he gets his final ticket, and that will be huge for his power spike. Because he could theoretically get another ice block, right? He could theoretically get a bunch of stuff. There's the triple Selfless. Happy to see that.
Nothing scares me.
Let's see what we get.
Except mice.
Is there any use for the zap here?
Not
Not
really.
bad.
Potentially with a tech card, but I could also see a flat test. But I guess it's unlikely that flat test is gonna be played anyways. So that could make sense.
So let's see. The Charlie is just doing so much to scale the board, like especially like every bit of attack really does matter in these situations when like just look at these, right? 27 to 25, 39 to 31, like 4 attack, 3 attack, 2 attack, that could matter so much because of how close the stats are that Charlie I think is actually getting so much value. Let's see where this hits. The only bad hit here is for us to hit the Bolvar. We do hit the Bolvar. I think that's GG.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Can I make it? And we got Killer Camille placing first.
So it looks like we are done with this game. Let's see other lobbies that are still going. Let's see.